back to ranking Valorant characters at part of Eddie's request. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. So Astra's first. If you've never played Valorant, Astra is smokes. And in my personal opinion, and I believe most people's opinions, Astra is the hardest character to play in this game. I literally do not understand how to play her. She's very difficult to play. And I don't even think I would play her even if I don't even think I would ever try. I don't think I would ever try to play her. So Astra, okay, so I'm ranking this based off of my personal favorites, okay? I think her abilities are really cool. I think her galaxy like design is stunning, and I think she's really, really cool. Playability for me is not possible. However, if you can play Astra and you're good with Astra, like, more power to you, because she is so hard to play. Because she's difficult to play, and I honestly have so much respect for people that play her, I'm going to put her in A. Because she's hard to play, but if you play her, if you know how to play her, you can just dominate the game. And so I feel like the few people out there that do play her deserve some credit. And I really do like Astra. I think her character design is great. I think her abilities are super cool. I really like all of her stuff. I don't play her, but I respect the people that do. That's why she's there. Some of these are repeated. This is Breach, right? And this is Brim. I always mix up Breach and Brim, and they don't even look alike, but I mix them up literally all the time, and it drives me crazy. I don't know why. What does this do? Oh. No, we're going to keep it black. I thought it changed the screen background. Yeah, so Breach is okay. I'm not really, like, obsessed with Breach. However, there are people that play Breach, and they're really, really good with Breach. However, I'm in lower elo, and most people that I see play Breach don't know what they're doing. I don't have anything against people that play Breach. I think that if you're good with him, that's great. Breach is basically... Breach isn't smokes. Brim is smokes. Right? I mix them up all the time. Okay, don't come for me. Breach has a lot of, like, stuns. And he drives me crazy. He's annoying to play against. But I've never played him personally. I'm going to put him in B. Because I don't love him, but I don't hate him. So he's just, like, middle. He's just middle. He's just middle. He blinds me too much. The screen brightness, guys, is freaking killing me. I'm sorry. He blinds me too much. And it drives me up a wall. Oh, I just got so much brighter doing that. Hang on. Oh my gosh. I literally don't know how to fix my brightness, but it is so bright. My screen is so bright.
Nerds. Chloe and Rennie went down the sand.
What is that?
Need a real adventure?
Oh my god, it's an ad.
Travel credit cards that help you book adventures beyond your
It won't turn off.
Or compare cash.
I'm scared. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I was like, what is that? It's a freaking ad. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I literally can't change my brightness. That's so annoying. I literally don't know how. I was so scared. I was so scared, bro. Don't come for me like that. Okay, I'm tipsy. It scared me. Why can't I change the freaking brightness on this damn computer? Okay, you know what? Forget it. No, it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. I'm looking at every single one. Nope. Nope. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not there. It's not there. You're lying to me. You're freaking lying to me. That's my calendar. This is my notifications. Which, like, literally has nothing there. Alright, forget it. We're moving on. We're gonna continue. Obviously, we already did this one. Brimstone. I'm literally so bright. Do I like Breach more than Brim? No, mine doesn't say that. No, mine doesn't say that. Anyway, do I like Breach more than Brim? Honestly, I don't think so. Brim is smokes, just like Astra. Actually, no, I do like Brim more. I think I prefer Brim over Breach. I think I'll put him at B as well. I think playing with a Brim is good. I do like Brim's ult. I like his ultimate ability. I like his smokes. However, this is another character that I don't play. So it's more like, how much do I value him on my team? And I do think he's a decent asset. He's pretty much mid for me. I think there are other characters that smoke better than him. His smokes don't last that long. Well, yes, they can be annoying if you know where to put them. I feel like Omen's smokes are better than Brim's smokes. I could be totally wrong, like statistically, but that's just like in my personal opinion. Like I would rather have an Omen smoke instead of a Brim smoke, if that makes sense. So like I'm not a big Brim fan. Brim is fine. It's the same thing as Breach. Like I don't love him, but I don't hate him. I wouldn't mind having him on my team. It's not like a nuisance. He's not a nuisance. Chamber. I like Chamber. I've played Chamber, and the only thing about Chamber is that his abilities are literally just guns. Like his abilities are literally just guns. He's the only agent in this game that. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Spaghetti. I'm just kidding. I know it's you, Saf. Hey. Well, thank you so much for following. I appreciate you. Chamber, though, I have a love-hate relationship with. Like, it just kind of irritates me that he's only... Yeah, girl, I know it's you. It irritates me that his abilities are only guns. Meanwhile, everybody else has, like, different kinds of abilities. But at the same time, if you can play Chamber, he's fun to play. Like, I've played him probably 2-3 times. And I've enjoyed playing him. Like, he's definitely fun to play with if you know what you're doing. It's the same as Astra. Like, would I choose to play them? Probably not. But I enjoy playing. I enjoy him as a character. If you're a good Chamber, then I would want to have you on my team. I'm going to probably put him above Astra at A. Because I do like him. I think he is fun to play. He's, like... I don't think he's OP, really, Saf. I feel like... I don't think he's OP. I just think that a lot of people were irritated that his abilities were guns because it just upped his level even more. Like, you don't have to buy first round because you have an automatic sheriff already as your ability. However, it does cost more to get those abilities as Chamber. It does. So, I like Chamber. So, I put him in A. Cypher. Ooh, Cypher? Cypher's interesting. Cypher... I've just seen too many people not play well with him. That's the thing. Like, I feel Cypher is a sentinel. If you don't play Valorant, a sentinel is pretty much like a defensive character. They have machinery on sites, and they set up on a specific site to help, you know. He has cameras that he can place in different places, and he'll shoot a dart at them to show the team where they are. His ult shows everybody where they are. He's a good character. His abilities are good. I think he's well balanced. Is he my favorite, though? No. I'd rather have a different Sentinel on my team. Everybody that I've seen play, like, not everybody, but most people I've seen play Cypher aren't the greatest at playing Cypher. I haven't really met a great Cypher. Not like someone who's amazing with Cypher. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely difficult to play. I think him and Astra are in that boat. I think Astra's harder. But Cypher is also difficult to learn, in my opinion. I feel like he's hard to learn how to play. I'm going to put him in C tier because, like, I'm not going to be like, I have to have a Cypher on my team. Like, he's not my favorite. I like Cypher. I don't have anything against Cypher. It's just that I don't play him, so if I don't play the character, I'm kind of thinking of it more like, where would I put, like, how good is their util and would I want them on my team? Out of all the Sentinels, I'm not like, I have to have Cypher. I have to have Cypher. Like, I'm not a big Cypher. Like, Cypher's fine, but I'm not obsessed with him. Do Sky next? Sky's all the way down here. I'm just doing it in order. Fade is one of my mains. I absolutely love Fade. It's not just because I play her. It's not just because I main her. That's not why. It's because of her util. If you play Fade well, her util is unmatched. She's got not only the orb that literally tells you where they are, it attaches the trail, shows you literally everywhere they're walking. Every time I play Fade, I get so many assists because it literally shows my team where the enemy is. The trail literally follows them, and then you can attach her dog, her little smoke dog, onto the trail, and then it chases the whole trail till it gets to the enemy and blinds them. That util is wild. And then her ult, deafening a whole team. Okay, listen. Even if I do seem a little biased because I love Fade, and I do main her, as well as Viper, that's not the point. It's her util that I love. That's why I wanted to main her. All these other characters I don't want to main because I don't really care for their util. Fade is S tier because of her util. Her util is so beneficial to the team. If you play Fade right, you can help your whole team succeed. You can help your whole team skyrocket in kills. Because I'm telling you, this is not all about kills. This game is not all about kills. They do matter. Kills do matter, but they're not the only thing that matter in this game. Util is so important, and knowing how to use your util, and Fade's util is so good for your team. Like, if I'm not playing Fade, I want a Fade on my team. That's what I would want. I would want a Fade on my team. She is considered a, what is she considered? What's it called? She's the same thing as Sova. Whatever she's called. She's basically the eyes. She's a type of agent that can get you eyes on the team. Sova's the same way. And so is KO. But I love Fade. She's one of my favorite characters to play right now. Controller. No, it's not controller. Controllers are smokes. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm wrong, but I thought they were smokes. Jet. We're moving on to Jet. Jet annoys me. Jet gets on my nerves. Because people that play Jet are usually good with Jet. I don't feel like Jet is hard to learn. I don't think Jet's hard to learn. I think every character, let me rephrase. I think every character in this game is hard to learn. But I don't think that she is as difficult to learn as Astra is. I don't think Fade is as difficult to learn as Astra is either. Astra is definitely the hardest character to learn in this game. Cypher's probably trailing right behind her. But Jet, I don't feel like is that hard. Do I play Jet? No. Do I have any interest in playing Jet? No. She's not my kind of character. I'm glad that they fixed her dash because it was annoying. It's still annoying. I think she's more balanced now than she was before. I think having a good Jet on your team is great. It's a really great asset to your team to have a Jet on it. So, I like Jet's util. I like her abilities. I like her knife ult. I think it's really cool. Initiator, that's what it is. Thank you, Eddie. I think her abilities are cool. I think her ult is cool. They annoy the crap out of me when I play against her. But having a Jet on your team she's probably one of the better duelists to have on your team. Like, if I were going to have a duelist on my team and somebody picked Jet, I would be okay with it because Jet is a good duelist. I'm going to put her... I'm going to put her B. I'm putting her B because I don't think she's my favorite duelist. She's, like, top 3 duelists for me, but she's not my favorite. I'm putting her in B. Eddie's not going to like it, but she's going in B. I knew he wasn't going to like it. I don't hate her. I don't hate Jet. I'm just saying she's not my favorite duelist. Out of the duelists, I have other ones that I like more. All right, now we have KO. She did get nerfed. She did. And that definitely made a difference, but she's still not my favorite duelist. I'm thinking of this like, if I don't play the character, if I don't play the agent, how much I would want them on my team if they were good at the character. That's kind of like what I'm basing this off of. And if I do play them, or if I have played them, I base it off of how much I enjoy playing them first. I've only played Jet once, and I didn't enjoy it. And on top of that, there are other duelists I'd rather have on my team. And I'll tell you which duelist I'd rather have on my team as my number one when I get to it. Moving on to KO. KO is also an initiator like Fade. She is the eyes. He is the eyes. He is a robot who can tell you, he disables people's abilities for a short period of time, and his ult will continue to disable abilities as long as he's in his field of his ult. If you're in that area of his ult, you can't use your abilities. That's a good ult, okay? I have played KO. I enjoy KO. Is he my favorite? No. But I like him. But I feel like they could make him better. I feel like they could make his abilities better. But like at the same time, he's not my favorite. So out of all the initiators, Fade is my favorite. But I enjoy playing KO. I'm going to put him in A because I enjoy playing him. And I wouldn't mind having a KO on my team if he was good with them. Like, if I wasn't playing Initiator and our only Initiator was KO, I wouldn't be mad at it. I think KO is a great character if you know how to play him. Use his util right and you can go far. That's the main thing about Initiators. If you use their util right, you can go far. That's their whole job, is to help duelists get kills by being their eyes. Duelists are supposed to get the most kills. And then the Initiators help the duelists get kills by being their eyes. That's the way I see it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I feel like it's supposed to be. Killjoy. I like Killjoy. Killjoy is a sentinel. She's got turrets. She's got alarm bots to watch flank. She's got swamp grenades that you can throw on Spike and totally damage your team and stop them from defusing the Spike. And she plays time well. If you know how to play Killjoy, I want you on my team. That's just that. She was my first main on this game before I switched it up. I've played her a lot, and I enjoy her. I think Killjoy is an S tier, but I'm putting her behind Fade. I love Killjoy. I love her util. I love her ult. Her ult can really help you play time on site, and you can help you push into a site. I have used her ult to help me in so many situations that you can see on my TikTok, by the way. It's on my page. And it makes all the difference. It makes such a difference when you play Killjoy. Like, I love her. I will always love Killjoy. So she's got a special place in my heart because she was my first character that I ever played. That's why she's S. I'm talking a lot. Let me just... All right. Now we have Neon. Okay. The number one thing that annoys me about people that play Neon is most of the time they don't play her correctly. You are not supposed to, in my opinion... You are not supposed to lurk around when you play, like when you're a duelist. You're the one that's pushing site. Okay, I'm in a lower elo. And most people that play duelists in lower elo do not push onto site, and it drives me nuts. And I always have to do it when I'm initiator or controller. I'm not supposed to do that. Neon is so great at entry. She's so great for entering on site. Her ult is absolutely annoying. Her ult is too OP for the game. She's very hard to kill in her ult. I know you do, Eddie. I'm not talking about you. But, she's very hard to kill in her ult. Her ult probably should get nerfed a bit. You think so? I don't know. I feel like people will really come for me. But, I think Neon is great for entry. Her ult needs to be nerfed, though, because it's absolutely ridiculously strong. I like her electric wall. I like her stuns. I think she's well balanced. It's just her ultimate is OP. Only thing I disagree with so far is Chamber. I think he's S tier. That's okay. Chamber's good. Only reason he's A is because his abilities are guns. Like, anyway, moving on. Neon I actually like as a duelist, but I don't think I would want a Neon on my team more than a Jet. So I'm going to put her right next to Jet. Her and Jet are kind of like even Steven, honestly. Her and Jet are kind of even for me. Like, they're duelists that I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with having them on my team if they're good with them. But they're not my top duelist. They're not the duelist that I want on my team. So I'm gonna put Neon there because she's a good running gunner. I don't think she's as difficult to learn as Astra or Chamber is, or like she's fun, but she's not the best duelist. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Totally agree. Neon is fun, but just I can't talk. Valuable unless you're playing off Breach or something. Exactly. If you don't have the right team comp for the duelist, you're not going to do well. Neon has to have the right people with her. And if she doesn't, she doesn't succeed. And you need a duelist that can get those kills and succeed. And I don't think Neon could do that. Neon is honestly right there for me. I'm going to put her right there. Because I just convinced myself that I like Jet more. I don't think Neon is bad, but I think that she's just not the best duelist in the game. Oh, my dog's staring out the window and he literally just scared me. Oh, Omen. This is Joe's main. Don't come for me, Joe. I do like Omen. I'm not going to upset you. Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt your feelings. I like Omen. I said it earlier. I think I'd rather have an Omen on my team than a Brim. I think for smokes, I think Omen is one of the top smokes in the game. I think that if you can play Omen and you can play him well and you can use his TP and you can use his ult to switch sites, you can do so many clutch plays with Omen. And that's what I like. I like how versatile he is. I like how he's so good for a team if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, though, then you're kind of screwing the team. If I'm having an Omen on my team that can play Omen well, I'm excited. Like with Joe, for example. He's a great Omen. Like, you're great at playing Omen, Joe. You really are. You're really good at playing him. Only, sometimes your TPs are questionable because you TP out in the open. But that's the only thing. Everything else you do with Omen is perfect. Like, you're a great Omen. And I've met a lot of crap Omens, so I'm just saying. So I really like Omen as a character. I don't play him. I actually just unlocked him recently, so I never had the opportunity to play Omen. Would I try him? Yeah. But I wouldn't probably keep playing Omen. Maybe I'll try him in like unrated sometime, but I literally just unlocked him like yesterday. I'm gonna put Omen in an A tier at the very top of A. I love Omen. I think Omen is a great asset to the team. My TPs are very questionable. I literally agree. I get greedy. I get greedy a lot too. I understand. I don't know if Omen is S. I haven't played Omen. That's the thing. I think he's a great smoke, but he's not my favorite smoke. I think Omen is not the best smoke in the whole game. But again, this is my opinion. Phoenix. Phoenix is the only duelist I've played more than once. Every other duelist I've only played probably one time. Phoenix? Oh, thank you, Joe. I'm glad you like it. I mean, you can redeem tier list in the channel points, and you can ask me what to rank next, and I'll do something else if you want. Eddie's the one who asked for the Valorant characters. Agents, sorry. Phoenix? I have a love-hate relationship with Phoenix. I've played him the most on Duelist. He's the agent I got my very first ace with. It's on my TikTok page. However, he is the worst duelist in the game. And he's the worst duelist in the game because his abilities do not help him succeed. His abilities are not good for him. Like, he has so much more potential than what the game gives him. And I think that he deserves a big buff. And once he gets that buff, he'll be OP and he'll be really, really good. He's not the best duelist in the game. I enjoy playing him from time to time. If somebody tells me I have to play duelist, I usually pick Phoenix because he's the only one I've played more than once. He's the only one that the util I understand, because it's not hard to understand. He's too easy to play as a duelist, and that just screws people over. It just screws teams over. If people play Phoenix on my team, even if they're a decent Phoenix, I don't want it. He's a D tier. Even though I have played him, he was my very first ace, was with Phoenix. I still would not prefer to have him on my team. He's just, he needs to be buffed. He needs to be buffed. His character's not balanced. He needs a rework. He's the worst duelist in the game. Yes, thank you. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. Raze. I don't like Raze. Don't yell at me, chat. I don't like Raze. I don't. I just feel like I feel almost the same as Phoenix. Like, her util isn't my favorite. I just feel like she could have so much more potential than what she gives off. I don't like Raze. Alright, I'm just gonna do it. I'm sorry, Eddie. I know you like Raze. I do not think she's a good duelist. I don't. Most people who play her don't know what they're doing. The only people I feel like that know how to play Raze well are in high elo, because they deserve to be. She's hard to learn because of her. A lot of people don't use her freaking satchels. People don't play her right. I just don't think Raze is that good. Actually, I need to change the list. I actually think Raze is better than Neon. Phoenix. I like Raze better than Neon as a duelist. I'm gonna put these two at C. I'm gonna change it because it makes more sense in my mind. I changed it because I like Raze. I'd rather have a Raze on my team than a Neon, because like I said before, Neon needs to have the right setup, and Raze can execute well on her own better than Neon can. Raze can do more on her own than Neon can, in my opinion. Only thing, Neon can do way better when she's ulting, but when she doesn't have her ult, she's not as successful as Raze. So I will put Raze higher than Neon, but I'm not putting her higher than that. She's not going higher than Jet or Brim at all. I honestly agree with everything except Chamber, so you're spot on. Jet is preference after nerf. Yeah. If Jet didn't get nerfed, she would have been at the bottom. Honest. She would have been at the bottom. She deserved the nerf. She was too OP for the game. Okay, guys, you know how I kept saying that she was like I was gonna get to the best duelist in the game? Reyna is the best duelist in the game. Reyna is absolutely, positively the best in the game. I played Reyna one time in my whole Valorant lifetime, and I had so much fun playing her. I did not know what I was doing because she's kind of hard to learn, but she's so fun. She's so good. She's well balanced. She can really destroy a team. She can flank a team. She can hold her own. She's really good she's really good for her team. If I were gonna have any duelist on my team by my own choice, and I knew that the player was good at the game at that duelist, I would pick Reyna. I really think Reyna is great. Is she S tier? No, because this is my game. This is my preference. I don't play Reyna. If I were to play duelist again, I probably wouldn't pick Phoenix anymore. I would probably try to pick Reyna because I enjoy her more, but I don't think I'm good enough at Reyna to play her yet. So I'll probably practice her. She's number one for you, Eddie. This is my list. This is my opinion. Reyna. My top 3, I should have said this at the beginning. My top 3 are in the S tier. Everything else is below that. Reyna is top 5. She's above Omen. She's number 4. Omen's number 5. Actually, she is top 5, but I don't think Omen will be. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I got a few more. Sage. I love Sage. Sage is the easiest character to play in the game. If you've never played Valorant and you want to try, I would recommend starting off the game with Sage. Max, what are you doing? Did y'all hear my dog digging in something? Maxwell. My dog is digging in something. Hang on. Let me stop my dog. Hang on. Max. Knock it off. Crazy dog. Vapo's a bad Reyna? I disagree. I think Eddie is a very, very good Reyna. S tier. Vapo might suck with Reyna, but I don't. What the heck? I think Eddie's a great Reyna. Sage is the easiest player in the game. Easiest agent in the game. If you're gonna play Valorant, I recommend starting the game off with Sage. She's a healer. She's a sentinel. Her walls, if you know where to place them, are great. If you don't know where to put a Sage wall, look it up. Because it's not hard. A lot of people can be really dirty Sages. People are playing dirty with Sage. I absolutely love Sage. I think she's really, really fun to play. I suck with her. But having a good Sage on your team is so important for the team dynamic. I'm going to put her right here, above Omen. She's only going above Omen because she's more valuable to the team. I definitely enjoy Sage. I think she's definitely one of the... I definitely have played her a good amount. I'm glad I met you guys. You're great people. Oh, Joey, you're so nice. Thank you. Sky. This is what Saf was waiting for, and I don't know if you're going to really like me after this. I'm not a big Sky fan. I feel like a lot of people play Sky don't realize that she's supposed to be a support character. Like, she heals, but she, like... I get blinded by freaking Skies more than I do any other character in the damn game. Yeah, I agree with Vapo. That's an Uno reverse, buddy. I love Sky, but I also hate Sky. A love-hate relationship. Her dogs are great. Her ult is fine. But she's not my favorite initiator. She's just not... Out of all the initiators in the game, like, Fade and KO absolutely sweep Sky. I'm going to put her here. I'm going to put her in B, in between Jet and Brim. I'd rather have a Sage on my team than a Sky, personally. I'd rather have a KO or a Fade on my team instead of a Sky. Sky's just... not my absolute fave. But I don't hate her either. A good Sky is still good for the team. You just gotta know how to use your util. If you know how to use her util, you're basically golden. Mommy Viper. I love Viper. Viper is one of my mains. I absolutely love her so much. I love her lineups. I love her smoke wall. I love her orb, her ult. I have gotten so many clutches with her ult. She's right here. I don't know if I like her more than Fade or not. It's so hard to choose. That's the thing. Because I've recently really started falling for Fade. But at the same time, Viper is like... These two are equal. They're my two favorite team members. I want a good Viper or a good Fade on my team always. But I don't know if I like Fade or Viper more. That's why I keep swapping them. I don't know. Put this on YouTube, bro. We'll see. We'll see. Bro. I don't know if I like Fade or Viper more. Killjoy is definitely number 3. But I don't know. I'm gonna put Fade number 1 right now. Because I have recently just become obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with her util and her abilities. But I'm also obsessed with Viper. Viper is a mommy and I love her so much. Alright, last but not least, we have Yoru. Yoru is hard to learn. In my opinion, Yoru is probably the hardest duelist to learn. I forget he's duelist sometimes, but in my opinion, I think he is the hardest to learn. Your mic is S tier. Thank you. I love it so much. You can get it on Amazon for like $40. But Yoru is hard to learn, so I have respect for good Yorus. If you're a good Yoru main, like high respect, same as Astra, like high respect. I definitely think Yoru is an A tier character because he's so difficult to play. And if you're good with him, you can really help your team succeed. Like, I think he's a good duelist on entry. And I think he can really help a team. And he can top frag on his own. That's why, like, Neon is so low. And so is Phoenix. Because on their own, they don't succeed as well as the others. And I feel like as a duelist, you're supposed to be able to play the character and completely handle your own. And I don't think that with the abilities Neon and Phoenix have that they can do those things. Yoru, I think, can. And I think he's difficult to learn. Same as Astra. I'm going to put Yoru in A tier. And I'm going to put him above KO. I'm going to put him right here. He's definitely one of the top duelists in the game. If you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing yet, don't take him to comp. Practice him more because he's hard to learn. Really take your time learning Yoru because his abilities, like really understanding that util is what makes him a good duelist. If you know the util and you know what you're doing, you can be such a great successful duelist with Yoru. So for that reason, I'm putting him in A. Right behind Omen, but before KO because in my opinion, he's the second best duelist in the game, right behind Reyna. Yeah, don't take Yoru to comp if you don't know what you're doing. There are some agents in this game you can take to comp not being 100% confident in and still succeed with. Yoru is not one of those agents. You have to know what you're doing. In my opinion, I feel like you really need to know what you're doing before you take him to comp. Like, he is somebody that you really need to make sure you're confident with. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to screw up your whole team. You gotta be a good Yoru. You gotta be. You gotta really know that util. You gotta really know what you're doing. So for that reason, he's going in the A tier. And he's definitely one of the better duelists in the game, just like Reyna. Reyna and Yoru, ungodly. Like, if I get in a comp game and somebody's a great Reyna and a great Yoru, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Easy peasy. That is my Valorant agent rank list. Some of you have already told me if you agree or disagree. Feel free to let me know.